Hello everyone. Welcome to this very spur of a moment stream. Uh, decided was talking to a friend on Discord about shiny Pokemon we had. It got me thinking about this badge quest I thought I'd do a few years ago, and now I'm actually doing it. So yeah, earlier today I was shiny hunting. As you can see, our encounters do not start at 0. Hello. Welcome back. I'm very delighted to have you here. It's always good when someone joins in. I've been very naughty. I haven't actually told Oven about the stream at all. Because I had the idea for at 4 a.m. She's probably not even awake yet. But she'll be very mad when she does and realizes I'm streaming. So, it's actually quite early. It's not as early as when I started setting out, but it's still quite early, and people are still asleep. So this is going to be a bit of a laid-back stream today. You know it's going to be laid-back because I'm alone. So yes, I was shiny hunting earlier. I was watching Absol vlogs Pokemon. I thought, it'd be fun if I did this myself. So we are now streaming. Yeah, I heard you got Pokemon Art Academy. How is it so far? Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, I think last time I actually it was 50 USD. Oh, that's... You know what? It could have been worse. It could have been much worse. I mean, I say that. I'm mainly going off what main Pokemon games cost, and they cost way more than 50 USD, but it's a spin-off game, so it probably costs less. It was probably not a bad price for it. It's probably about what I paid for it new. No, actually, I have a receipt. I paid about 38 AUD for it. So that's much less in USD. Sorry. Yes, you may be wondering why I've got 3 3DSs here. Turns out you can control multiple 3DSs at once using the same controller. Helps if they all actually do it. Oh, only one of us got the 8 button press there. Why is that so delayed? Oh well. Yes, we're just gonna be shiny hunting. We're gonna alternate. Well, I'm gonna alternate between... Hang on, I have configured PK counter wrong. But yes, as I was saying, we're gonna alternate between Trico and Mudkip. Because I'm good with either, really. None of us look shiny. It's a fun fact, I'm actually looking at computer monitor. All the 3DSs are to my right. The look over. So yes, so every even numbered encounter, I'm going to choose. Sorry, I'm really distracted. And none of us are shiny. It looks easier than it is, although my drawings will look like crap. Because Oven just makes it look so easy when she does it. It looks, none of us are shiny. I have to look over to my right to get a good look at the Pokemon. That camera is just gonna continually go out of focus, isn't it? Fun fact, I'm using my phone as a camera right now. I am pressing the B button. I want to press the A button. I'ma probably hunt for shiny Fletchling and Scarlet for fun. Yeah, you should do that. The funnest part about watching streams of someone shiny hunting is to shiny hunt yourself. I'm probably not the best entertainer, sorry. I keep getting distracted from what I'm gonna say, and then I don't say it, and you'd be shocked. It's very hard to talk and pay attention to shiny hunting at the same time, especially when the DSs are to your right. Streaming is hard. Who would have thunk? None of it is shiny. Yes, this will... I don't know how long this stream will last. Either until I find the shiny, I get bored, or I fall asleep, because I've been awake for a while. I was awake all night shiny hunting. That's how I got the 1400. I feel like I severely overestimated my ability to make shiny hunting interesting. But do tell me how yours goes. I have shiny hunted in Skull quite a bit. It's very it's easier than this. Or quicker than this? I don't know. You do have to keep your eyes up though, shiny though. You know, they don't usually make a sound. Oh, shit, I'm meant to be talking. Yeah, when I said laid back stream, I'm gonna forget I'm meant to be talking to you. Would you like to know how I got these DSs? It's a rhetorical question. You're not gonna know I asked it for like 10 seconds. That 2DS you see was my first ever DS. I got it in... Who the fuck is messaging me? It better not be important. It's Oven coming to be mad at me, I think, actually. More realistically, they are replying to a message I sent to them at like 3 AM. They'll find about the stream later. Sorry, I was talking about the DSs. Yes, the 2DS was my first ever DS. I got it in 2015. First big purchase I think I made with my own money. I bought it purely to play Pokemon Y. And my dad... I asked my parents for a DS, like, for years before this. They kept saying no, because they didn't think it was worth it to buy a console just for one franchise. I showed them, though, because I got over 400 hours in Pokemon Y alone. Which, if you've ever played Pokemon Y, there's not 400 hours worth of content in that game. There's like 24 hours tops. I spent a lot of that time grinding Pokemon to level 100 and then breeding competitive Pokemon, even though I just do not play competitive. I spent some time shiny hunting in Y, but not as much as in Omega Ruby. What else did I do? EV training for those competitive teams I bred, even though I still don't play competitive. Never have. Sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, so then I got a whole bunch of other Pokemon games and sunk a bunch of hours into those as well. So, personally, I think it was very worth a purchase. Those other two beside it, though, yet to be determined. What the fuck, why is it so zoomed out now? It's not meant to be like that. Give me a moment, I have to fix that. Congratulations, you've seen the rest of my desk now. I did it! I broke it! I take a lot of screenshots. What about you? Do you mean on Switch games? Cause yeah, I take a bunch actually. Sorry, I'm preoccupied trying to fix this camera. Would it be one of my streams without technical difficulties along all the way? Now where were we? When I got done with Scarlet Story, I took— oh my god! That's a whole bunch of screenshots. I don't think I've taken that many total of my, like, on my Switch at all. I think I have somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 on my Switch. But yeah, that's a whole lot. I guarantee that won't be the last technical difficulty we get today either. Just knowing me. This is what I get for having a hobbled together stream within like 3 hours. Would you believe I forgot to get water? Anyway, I was telling you about the DS's, wasn't I? So the next one I got... Sorry, the next one I got was that new 3DS XL down there. I wanted a DS that could actually close for once. I wanted an upgrade for my 2DS. So basically, I just waited until someone on Facebook Marketplace was selling one for a decent price, and I managed to get this one for $180, which is a far cry from the $300 some people are asking for. Granted, this is just a standard black one, it's not a special edition or anything. Stay hydrated, please! I will get water at some point. I figure the special edition DSs can come when I am rich, which I have no ambitions on how I'm gonna make that happen, but it will happen someday. I'm sure of it. Just as soon as I get a job. No, there are things I get before I get a special edition 3DS. Like a lot of Monster High dolls. Me and Oven are collecting. We don't have the money to do so. Yes, I like my new 3DS XL. I think it looks better. The scale to 1 to 10. How entertaining is this? You can be honest, I won't be mad. Yeah, people asking too much for them. I mean, do you hate the player of the game? Because I currently have that pink 3DS up there listed for $80 on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody seems to want it for some reason. I mean, it's not like I broke the cameras while we're doing a screen replacement and have a DS crashes every time you open the camera app. That is exactly what happened. Those cameras were functional before I got in there. But on the bright side, the screen isn't as yellowed anymore. The top screen does have light spot from when I spilled rubbing alcohol on it, and the bottom screen has ghosting But at least it's not yellowed anymore. Yeah, I was better off leaving that thing alone. I got the pink 3DS in Japan for about $30. I believe it was 3,300 yen. So, you know, cheap for a 3DS. It wasn't in great shape. It's in worse shape now. But I was still trying to sell for 80. I'm scum of the earth. I know. You know, no one wants it. So in the meantime, we have an extra DS to hunt with. And frankly, it's making the hunt go by much faster. I would not be this high an encounter number if I didn't have 3 of these things. I got mine for around 270 USD. I'm so sorry for your loss. Is it at least a nice one? I got new 3DS XL Sun and Moon version used. It's not too bad, actually. People ask me stupid amounts for those. Is it in good condition, though? Mine was in pretty good condition when I bought it. Actually, my new 3DS XL was in pristine condition when I bought it, because it was barely used at the time. Someone had just bought it to play Pokemon Sun, I believe, and then didn't. And then eventually they sold it, and they sold it to me, and I used it. And now the top case has some paint peeling off, and it kills me just a little bit inside to look at. No issues whatsoever, but it took a while to find it. I mean, it's good. If you got a good condition one, that's pretty good then. Yeah, special editions fetch way higher prices than just normal colored ones. Like I've got. You know, I was looking for one on the cheap. I wasn't too fussed. I've got to think of something to talk about. You know, I've played these games quite a few times so far. I think I've played Omega Ruby twice, and I've played Alpha Sapphire once. So, you know, 3 times in total. This will be my 4th. Actually, this Alpha Sapphire cartridge used to be my sister's. But she gave it to me on the basis that she just wasn't into Pokemon anymore. So it's basically mine now. She doesn't want it. She hasn't asked for it back anyway. And she better not, because I deleted her save file for this. I backed it up first, but you know, you can't restore to a cartridge. Fun fact, only one of these is running a cartridge. The other 2 are running a dump of it to the SD card. And I also dumped the save file, so these are all the same save file. Um, depending which DS I get it on, I have to get the shiny on. I'll have to pull some shenanigans to get it on to the cartridge again. I have an order of convenience of which DS I want to get the shiny on. Most convenient would be the cartridge, of course, on the new 3DS XL down there. I should think of better names for these. I'm taking suggestions for names for my DSs. Sorry, I got distracted again. Yes, it'd be most convenient if I just got it on the cartridge so I don't have to do any shenanigans at all. The next most convenient would be the 2DS, because my plan is to transfer it for it using Pokemon Bank once I get the Pokedex, and the 2DS already has Pokemon Bank installed. The 3DS does not. So if it gets the shiny, I will have to back up the save file, transfer it to the 2DS, then put the cartridge in the 2DS, and then use Pokemon Bank. No, restore the save file to the to the software version I have on the SD card. Then use Pokemon Bank to transfer the shiny on the software version of the game to the cartridge. Does this make any sense whatsoever? It makes sense in my head. So I'm just hoping we are still gonna have it here, but I'm hoping the 3DS doesn't get it. I'm very much hoping the cartridge gets it, but you know, these just help to pass the time faster. Yeah, I'm basically good with getting either Mudkip or Trico, which is why we're alternating. I don't have concrete plans set out for this playthrough. I do know I want to get a shiny via every method available in Gen 6. Unfortunately, my friend Safari sucks. You've jinxed it. No, I'm gonna get it on the 3DS. We'll see when we get there. More realistically, I've jinxed it to never get it at all. Or to get it way above odds. And I'm really hoping I don't get it above odds, because that'll suck. I was torn between Trico and Mudkip because there are some grass types in this game I would like to shiny hunt, like Shroomish, Breloom, my beloved, or Seedot, because I think Shrifty has a good shiny, but its shiny is better in the Sprite, you know, the 2D games than in 3D. So, but I don't want to shiny hunt in Gen 5 and below again. That was It was miserable the last time I did it. It took several years. We all know my shiny tapping, yes? How it took 6,521 resets, and each reset took a minute, and I was only using one DS, and it... I don't want to talk about how many hours of my life I wasted doing that. But I've actually played through the game now with it. He looks amazing. Anyway, so I mentioned I wanted to hunt grass types, but also one of the methods in Gen 6 is chain fishing, so I will just inevitably have to fish up a water type at some point. So, you know, I'll be hunting both types these Pokemon are. I would hunt Torchic, but have you seen Blaziken's shiny? It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing, I am not hunting for it. It would just be awful. Also, I want to hunt for Numel for Camelot, because that shiny is way better than Blaziken's. And you can quote me on that because I'm right. Probably won't stream all the hunting, nor all the gameplay. This is just kind of a spur of a moment thing. But I'll probably post updates on Tumblr. Maybe. I don't know. We're up to 1,500 encounters, everyone, and for that we are going to hunt a Trico. Do you think we'll get the shiny this time? I don't, but you never know. Can you believe we didn't get it? Oh my god, it's zoomed out again. Is this gonna happen every half hour? If you see the foreground, you can see the air dry clay I'm propping my phone up with. I'm gonna go fix that again. Fun fact, propping up the back of my phone is a candle. I was looking around my room for heavy things that could prop up a phone, and I'm like, you know what, the candle will do. I only had one thing of air dry clay. Messed up the sandwich, but still got power for everything. If you save before, you can always just reset the game. That's what I do. In fact, I save before I eat any sandwich just in case I don't get a shiny. Because, you know, then that's just 2 wasted Herba Mystica. And they're too rare to waste like that. Oh my god, you can still see the air dry clay in the foreground, can't you? I've done it. I've solved the problem. Anyway, as I was hunting, what'll it be this time? Can you believe we didn't get it again? Shiny hunting's like that a lot, actually. You just, you don't get it until you do, and then it's great. I save, but it always drains for herbs. Weird. If you save before you make the sandwich, you should get the herbs back, right? So, you may be wondering about how I'm controlling all these 3DSs at once. Well, streaming isn't the only thing I learned from Aswell Blogs Pokemon. He has a tutorial on how to control multiple 3DSs at once using, how have I blanked of a word for soft modding? Sorry, it turns out it's just built into Luma that you can just have an input override. Figured it out. And if you have a special program on your computer that's just a thing on GitHub, and you're connected to the same Wi-Fi network, you can just plug a controller into your computer and control your 3DS with it. It's so easy. But only if you have an Xbox controller. I don't. I have a shitty little generic USB controller that looks like an Xbox controller, but it isn't. It doesn't look that much like it. Oh, it looks pretty like an Xbox controller. So yeah, you have to use an Xbox 360 controller emulator. That was fun to download and figure out how to use. I was gonna try and use Joy-Cons to do this, like the Joy-Cons for my Switch. They just wouldn't work with the emulator, and I don't know why. I tried to map buttons, and it did not work at all. So I just took this little dinkly little thing we had, plugged it in, and what do you know, that works perfectly. I wonder if it'd be less misinputs if I plugged this controller into my laptop. Because it seemed to be working better before. Oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm trying something new. I'm using my desktop to stream for once. If you don't know about my desktop, which I'm pretty sure you don't, I don't think I mentioned it. It used to be very bad. It had a processor from 20 years ago. Or, well, CPU and processor, same thing actually. It was so slow, it could barely run Windows 10. But my dad upgraded it as a surprise. It was meant to be before my birthday, but the parts arrived too late, so I got the PC like 2 months late. So now it has a processor from 10 years ago instead! Instead of a Core 2 Duo, I have an i5 6th generation. For comparison, my laptop has an i5 8th generation. Oh. Now has, 16 gigs of RAM now instead of 4. Yeah, 4 in 2024. Can you imagine? No, I can't. And the main thing that sets it apart from my laptop is it actually has a GPU in it. It has a graphics card. It has the NVIDIA 1050 all the crypto miners were scalping. Which isn't, it's not even an impressive graphics card these days. It was 10 years ago. It isn't now. But it's still better than the integrated graphics my laptop has. So hypothetically, I could actually play games on this. I mean, more demanding games than my laptop could. I could play Outer Wilds at like more than 10 FPS. The downside is I did have to set everything up from scratch, which is why it took 3 hours to set up. But oh, you'll notice none of the music is pausing randomly. It's because all the music is actually on this thing's hard drive. It doesn't have to go over Wi-Fi like it did before. So you'll experience no pauses in the music this time, I swear. It'll enhance the streaming experience. I'm sure of it. Wonder how long it'll take till Ellen notices I'm streaming. How mad do you think she's gonna get? Like, you're streaming and you didn't even invite me? I believe she's awake now. I can't actually message her because my phone is the camera. And I feel like it'd be rude to go onto my laptop just to message someone. Can you believe I haven't gone with Shiny yet? We're about maybe a third the way to odds. It is, of course, 1 in 4,096 chance. We're, of course, tripling the chance. What is it? I think it's tripling. By having free 3DSs going at once. But at this point, I'm just stating what's in front of you. Do you like my very hastily cobbled together layout? And my even more hastily cobbled together thumbnail? I think they're great. Who wouldn't click on a thumbnail that said epic, very epic, cool stream? Or very cool and epic stream, that's what I called it. Oh no, my 3DS is one A button pressed behind. Okay, we're good now. So we might go to 1,600 encounters, and then I might stop. Unless something drastic happens, like, I don't know, I get the shiny or something. But my setup is not equipped at all to actually show you the transfer process, unfortunately. Fun fact, if I try to open the Rosalina menu with the controller plugged into my computer, the 3DS and 2DS will just freeze up and they won't respond anymore, and you have to hold the power button down for 10 seconds and reboot it. But for some reason the new 3DS can cope with it just fine. Crazy, right? This is the voice of a woman who is desperately running out of things to say. Oh, you know what? I still have to work out a naming scheme for all these shinies I'm gonna capture. I'm torn between just random Japanese words and minerals that are in Stardew Valley. Like, not any old minerals, they have to be in Stardew Valley. Haven't actually looked at the list, so I don't know what I'd name either of these if I went with the minerals. I'm kind of leaning towards those, not gonna lie. Could nickname Vitrica the very cliched Emerald. Not any of those three. But what of the Mudkip? I don't think it's purple enough for Amethyst. I'll have to look at the list. You know what, while we're waiting, I'll get the list up now. Any of us shiny? Nope. Well, it matches the pink of Star Shards. But who names a Pokemon Star Shards? Oh, Nekawite's not a bad one. Dolomite pales in comparison to Nekawite. I could name the Trico Jambrite, or Pyrite, or even Petrified Slime. I suppose we'll figure that out once we actually encounter them, huh? Or we could go with random Japanese words, and I know very little Japanese. Let alone the words. Like, I am trying to think of the Japanese word for leaf, and I just don't remember what it is. And is Mudkip or Trico your favorite? Out of the two, Trico. And it's because I'm taking the evolutions into account. Like, I like Sceptile way more than I like Swampert. You must pick a favorite child. Like, if we weren't taking evolutions into account, Mudkip is way cuter than Trico is. But Sceptile is way cooler than Swampert is. But Blaziken trumps all three of them. No, actually, it's a tough call between Blaziken and Sceptile. Actually, I think Swampert looks kind of derpy. So I can't pick a favorite child. That's why we're hunting two of them instead of just one. We're letting fate decide which one I get, not me. I do think Swampert turning bright pink for its shiny is very rad, though. I couldn't decide, you know? It's why we're hunting too. If I were a larger streamer, which I'm not, I would probably put up a poll. If I were a larger streamer on Twitch, because polls aren't a thing on YouTube while streaming, I would put up, you know, one of those polls that said, will we get a shiny today or not? And personally, I would vote no. You can vote in your mind, and then when the stream is over, you can tell me whether you won or not. We're working on the honor system here. You have to tell the truth. And, I will work out what the prize is if you win. But you have to tell the truth about whether you won. You can't just predict that I did and then when I don't you say that you win. You have to tell the truth, you know? I could pull a funny and just put some funny song on until the end of the stream to make it more entertaining. I have quite a lot of music on this computer, and my external hard drive is plugged in, so that's even more music on that. What's a good funny song I can subject you to? My money is currently on the Hatsune Miku cover of All Stars, but I don't think I actually have it on this computer. You got lucky. I do have a regular version of All Stars. I could just subject you to that, but where's the fun in that? Rick. There's a non-zero chance I have a Rickroll here somewhere. But remember, if I go looking for it, it's because you asked for it. Tell you what, I'm probably only gonna go till we hit 1600 anyway. So let's prolong this torture. by getting up a Rickroll. But it won't just be any Rickroll, you know, it won't just be the song. Mainly because I don't actually have the song on me. Which one of these was it? Well, I did do it, right? Believe it's this one. That is not done what I wanted it to at all. That has rickrolled me, not you. Remember, it's 'cause you asked for it. This is just gonna go till we hit 1600. No, I don't want Torchic. Have you ever heard of Don't Starve, the video game? If you've perused my channel, you've probably heard the Wilson Sings... Well, you've probably seen the Wilson Sings series. Please enjoy never before released. Wilson Rickroll. To send us out. And it's gonna keep repeating. This is probably worse than the actual song, by the way. Heard of it, but I know nothing about it. Well, is it at least funny? You know, the characters all speak in instruments. And this is the funny trumpet man. I'm going to turn it up against your will. My goal is to be very hard to hear over it. I have no idea what the balance is like, by the way. It's probably deafeningly loud. It's okay. You've only got one more to sit through. Hope you're enjoying this. And that was the last one. So that's gonna be it for me for today. We didn't get the shiny. Who would have thunk? I'm probably gonna do more off camera. turns out, trying to hunt while streaming, not very easy. And trying to talk on your own, not easy at all. Shit's way easier when Oven's here. You gotta go? Yeah, I gotta go too. I think it's time to say goodbye. Until the next time I get bored.